There's a subtle art that few men ever truly master. It's an art that can take a woman's casual interest and transform it into a deep, relentless obsession. This isn't about cheap tricks or surface-level gimmicks. We're diving into the psychological techniques that will have her thinking about you constantly, day and night. But a word of caution, this approach is not for the faint of heart. The techniques you're about to learn are powerful, and once you tap into them, there's no turning back. If you're ready to discover how to make her utterly obsessed with you, keep reading. Make her obsessed with you. Use at your own risk. 1. Harness the power of mystery. One of the most potent emotional triggers in a woman's brain is curiosity. When she can't fully figure you out, her mind will continue to circle back to you, like an unsolved puzzle. To keep her interested, you need to master the art of being open, but not completely transparent. Share just enough to pique her curiosity, but always leave something unsaid. The less she knows, the more she'll want to know. This could be as simple as hinting at a passion you have but never fully explaining it. Imagine you casually mention a hobby that takes up most of your weekends. She'll be intrigued, wondering what it is, where you go, and why you keep it a mystery. The more she wonders, the more you'll consume her thoughts. Your world becomes something she wants to be part of, and this curiosity will keep her hooked. 2. Create emotional roller coasters. Humans are hardwired to crave emotional highs and lows, especially in romantic relationships. This doesn't mean you should be toxic, but by mixing moments of emotional intensity with tenderness, you can create an addictive emotional cycle. The key is balance. You don't want her to associate you with negative emotions, but emotional conflict followed by sweetness or vulnerability can create a powerful payoff. For example, start a playful debate over something trivial. Maybe it's a movie debate or a silly argument about your favorite food. As it gets heated, surprise her by suddenly switching gears and sharing a vulnerable story about your childhood. The emotional whiplash she experiences, from conflict to connection, will have her thinking about you long after. These emotional roller coasters trigger the brain's reward system, causing dopamine spikes that keep her coming back for more. 3. Trigger her FOMO, fear of missing out. Scarcity drives desire. If she senses that other women might have access to you in ways she doesn't, it creates a sense of urgency. To keep her fixated on you, subtly make her aware that your time and attention are limited. You don't need to boast about your desirability, just casually mention it. For instance, you might say something like, "I've been getting a lot of messages lately, but I've been pretty selective about who I hang out with." This statement doesn't boast, but it shows her that you have options and that she needs to step up her game if she wants your attention. Fear of missing out will trigger her competitive spirit and keep her wanting more. 4. Control the narrative. One of the most effective, yet often overlooked, tools in building obsession is controlling how she perceives you. You can subtly guide the direction of her thoughts about you, planting ideas and shaping her mental image. This isn't manipulation, it's about influencing her perception. When talking about your goals, ambitions, or passions, let her see that you're different from other men. Emphasize how you're not just another guy looking for a quick fling, but someone who stands out from the crowd. This rarity makes you more valuable in her eyes. For example, you might say, "I'm really focused on my career, but I also make time to volunteer. I think it's important to give back." By presenting yourself as someone unique, you position yourself as irreplaceable in her life, fueling her obsession. 5. Be unpredictably consistent. This may sound like a contradiction, but it's a strategy that works. Being consistent in your core values, character, and treatment of her, while occasionally surprising her, keeps her emotionally engaged. You want to be reliable, but also exciting. Let's say you usually text her goodnight every evening. One night, instead of a text, you send her a heartfelt voice message. This small shift in routine creates intrigue, as the brain craves novelty but also appreciates consistency. This balance will keep her on her toes and deeply connected to you. 6. Feed her subconscious desires. We all have hidden desires, things we want but don't always express. If you can identify and subtly cater to her subconscious needs, you become the man who truly understands her. It's about connecting on a deeper level and fulfilling the emotional voids she may not even know exist. For instance, if she values creativity, casually share your own artistic side. If she's driven by ambition, let her see how hard you work to achieve success. By reflecting her deeper values, you'll become the person who gets her in ways no one else does, making her emotionally drawn to you. By the way, before we move on to number 7, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a like. And if you want to catch my next awesome video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Also, drop a comment below saying, "I subscribe," and I'll personally welcome you to the family. And guess what? I've got a very special treat for you, a free ebook called The Attraction Handbook. Inside, you'll discover the forbidden secrets to make every woman beg for your attention, no matter your looks or what she said before. Whether you're aiming for a steamy night or a lifelong connection, this handbook is your ticket to total control. Once you unlock its power, she won't be able to resist your magnetic pull. Don't miss out, click the link below to claim your free copy now. Alright, let's dive back in. 7. Plant seeds of doubt and reassure her. This technique involves creating just enough uncertainty to keep her engaged, then pulling her back in with reassurance. It's not about making her insecure, it's about sparking curiosity and keeping her emotionally invested. For example, if you've been texting regularly and suddenly take a little longer to reply, she'll wonder if something's wrong. But before she starts overthinking, you send a sweet message to reassure her. This push-pull dynamic keeps her wondering about your true feelings while also keeping her connected to you emotionally. 8. Master the art of absence. Absence truly can make the heart grow fonder, and even more obsessive. The trick is to vanish at just the right time, when the emotional intensity is high. After a great date or conversation, go quiet for a day or two. This creates a void, and the anticipation of hearing from you again builds her emotional attachment. When you do reach out after this period of absence, the emotional impact is much stronger. She's been replaying your time together in her mind, thinking about how much fun she had and eagerly awaiting your return. 9. Build an aura of exclusivity. People want what they can't easily have. If she feels that your time and attention are limited, she will value it more. Be selectively available, make sure your time with her feels special and meaningful, but don't be too accessible. Let her know she's important, but not the center of your world. By positioning yourself as someone who isn't always available, you increase your value in her eyes. When you do make time for her, make it count. The scarcity principle will have her desiring you more. 10. Embed yourself in her daily routine. True obsession happens when you've become woven into someone's everyday thoughts, actions, and routines. You don't need to be physically present all the time. Instead, create small triggers that remind her of you throughout her day. Perhaps you share a favorite song, a phrase, or a little habit that's uniquely yours. Every time she hears that song or sees that phrase, her mind will automatically drift back to you. These subtle associations keep you in her thoughts and deepen her emotional connection, gradually building an obsession. Thank you for watching. Don't miss out on your free copy of my book. It's waiting for you in the description or pinned comment below. You'll be amazed by what you find inside. Before you go, I urge you to check out the playlist currently displayed on your screen. These insightful videos hold the key to unlocking your dating potential, propelling you towards mastery in no time. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments below. Until next time.